Well, welcome to my channel Mispronounced Adventures. My name's Alex and welcome to the Nordic Arctic Round 3. I love the Nordic winter. The incredible sunsets, sunrises, the Northern Lights. The wildlife. The landscapes. The weather. Okay, maybe not all the weather. And for me, the sense of adventure. Great view up here though. Almost back. Yeah, you said not to touch. Yes. International incident. Yeah. It's 8:30 in someone's time zone. Right. I spend my working life working in extreme environments, from the jungles to deserts, but I'm always fascinated by the cold. And that's the aim of this trip. Once again, I want to get a photograph of that van's dashboard saying it's -40 outside. But I need to start this season off with a thank you to the subscribers and to the viewers. You have funded this season already. Last year, I did a cash up video on how much round 2 in the Arctic cost me, and round 3 has already been paid for by 2 power station videos and AdSense revenue from November, December and January. And that's down to you guys watching the channel and helping it grow over the last couple of years. So I can't thank you enough. If you're new here, consider subscribing, finding the rest of season 3, or look back on season 1 or 2, from the technical reviews and diesel heater videos to the adventures. But like every season, it starts with a long drive north. So let's go on with it. Well, here we are again, Arctic round 3, January 11th today. I wanted to leave on the 7th, but I decided it'd be a fantastic idea to rebuild the entirety of the bed system of the van and repump the entire water system, as you do. Anywho, we're here, we're at Folkestone and preparing for the 2,000-mile drive north to the towards the Arctic Circle, really. Once again, I've given myself commitments and deadlines, so I need to be in Rovaniemi, Finland, which is Santa's village, about 4 days time, 5 days time, so 2,000 miles a day. No, 500 miles a day. Right, thank you very much for joining me. If you're new here and you want the rest of this series, consider checking out series 1 and 2. Let's see what we can do for series 3. That man just had a piss. Right at pole position, getting on the Eurotunnel. I mean, there's only a toilet block just there, but no, just have a piss in front of the queue of traffic. Nice. I still feel like when you're driving through the train, it's the most futuristic experience in the way it looks. All the lighting and stuff. Like you're in some sort of spaceship. We're already 5 minutes into this video and I'm already talking rubbish. It's real. I am excited. I literally wait all year for the Arctic trip. A little bit daunted by again giving myself a ridiculous amount of mileage to do in a short amount of time, but maybe I should stop giving myself deadlines so close. On the move, although you can't really see from there. We're going. Once again, the absolute nonsense of figuring out how these stick on. I'm going to go for where the sticky residue marks are from last year. There you go, people of Europe, your eyes are protected now. Right. The artificial lights of France. Right, the train internal doors are open. Time to drive in France. It's an hour later, so it might be 5 in the morning before I get to where I need to go. Right, remember to drive on the right, left. Drive on the other side. France. Excellent diesel. Right, don't know if you can see me. Van filled up, tank brimmed. Trip computer reset. Starting mileage of this trip, I imagine that will go up towards 600 when I get driving. Reset miles, reset time, reset average MPG. So I guess let's set the GPS and go. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off because I want to get used to the road conditions for a bit and then carry on. Right, currently at midnight in Belgium, and well, people have probably noticed from the last 2 winters doing this trip, I usually drive out at night. I really like getting the 8 PM, 9 PM train from Folkestone to Calais, and then that means I can just drive solidly for 8-9 hours. 8-9 hours, probably about 6 hours at the minute, on completely empty motorways, which means I can just get loads and loads of miles done. You could spend weeks enjoying France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, but I just want to get up to the north and maximise my time in the winter really before I've got to get back to the UK. Right, 2:30 in the morning and approaching the border of the Netherlands. One more country, then when I cross into Germany I can go to bed. Probably about 4 or 5 AM by that point. Woo! Netherlands! I am impressed at how much my miles per gallon goes up when I'm behind vehicles. I think when I filled up at Calais, I was about 411 odd miles. 160 miles later, my current range is 420, so it's just gone up by 20 miles, by 10 miles range, whilst I've gone 170 miles so far. 4:53 in the morning, and I've arrived in Germany, although I should probably have pulled over at that one just leave. Not feeling that tired. That's yawns. Right, next service station I'm going to pull over and get a couple hours sleep before starting again later today. Currently almost 2 in the afternoon. I slept in quite well actually till about 10:30. Then I had 2 Roma consultations to do. Well, I had 2 of my bits of remote work to do, which is good. Finding my feet on doing now that overseas. I see all the calendars adjust. Why I'm all Roma branded up, which I don't need to be now because I'm driving. It's a non-branded Roma branded hat. Still in Germany. I've set the GPS to Malmö, which is across from Copenhagen in Sweden. So all being well, I shall get to Sweden this evening. And looking at current times, probably not that late. Probably get there 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. And then I can probably drive again until maybe 4 in the morning. And hopefully get towards Stockholm maybe. Get the mileage done. Today might be a 750 mile day. Well, that's a bit different. First time I usually see snow is halfway up Sweden. I've got it in Germany. Well, 4 in the afternoon. I think I'm about 2 hours from the Denmark border, but already have snow, which is a good sign. Approaching Denmark at 20 to 7. Oh, I mean that's the first time I've not been stopped after going into Denmark. Quick pit stop in Denmark. Snow and ice already. The last 2 years I haven't seen anything until a couple of hours into Sweden really. Well, first of the bridges of Denmark, and it's pretty foggy, 1 degrees. Right, time to pay the first bridge toll. Right, on to that tunnel and then the other bridge. Right, the first bridge was £31.75 for that toll. 31 kilometres to Malmö. Sweden! Yes, I don't think I'm going to get the shot of the bridges like I normally do. Right, time to pay the bridge toll and get through customs. Right, that was €63. Well, we have made it to Sweden in, I think, just over 24 hours, which has been 761 miles. Right, I'm going to pull over and figure out where I'm going to set the GPS.
Turn right, then merge onto...
It's only 10:30, so I think I can get a few more miles in tonight. Quick pit stop to sample the local delicacies. Right, fuel redone, van refueled, body refueled, if you can call that fuel. Time to crack on for another couple hours into the night. Well, it's currently 2 in the morning. I'm going to try and get another 40 minutes done, 40 miles done tonight. It's currently a balmy -7 outside. Yeah, getting there. Hopefully in bed by 3 AM. Well, 3 AM. -3. It was -11 earlier. I think it's probably time to go to bed. Well, good morning. I say good morning. It's now 11 o'clock. Made a couple hours into Sweden last night, and well, I made it to about here, and it's currently snowing. And well, compared to previous years, it is actually quite snowy. And trying to get to Marie of Lost in Europe today is the plan. That's about a 10-hour drive, I think, so I'll probably get to at least near them by later today. +4, past Stockholm now, and just making my way up the E4 coast really. It's -1, so it's still quite warm. Getting there. Ooh. There's rather big willies. Slowly but surely making my way up. I'm about halfway up Sweden. Definitely getting a bit more snowy now, and our van is starting to get a little bit covered in snow. Right, probably get another hour or so driving done tonight. Helps if I unlock the vehicle. Well, definitely found the snow. A little milestone on the van, hit 140,000 miles. I got it 2020 at 79,000, so I've done a few on my European trips. Time to carry on. I think there might be a park up on the other side of the bridge I can use. Not a bad little view from a park up. Nice location with the bridge, but I think I'll carry on another hour up the road whilst it's easy going and it's not too late, to get a bit closer to Marie's house. Right, carried on to a bit to a city, or a town. It's definitely a place I can't pronounce, so not a massive fan of urban park-ups, but I forgot to buy any food, and all the food I've got is for cheese toasties at the minute, and I've already had cheese toasties today for lunch, so I thought I'd come here because there might be some sort of restaurant still open so I can get some food. And then I'll do a food shop tomorrow. But this is an overnight spot for camper vans in the city, so I'll stay here for the night. But let's go find some food first. 11 PM might be a bit late to find some food. Well, I can't find any restaurants, but I found a pub. And I've driven 1,500 miles in 48 hours. I think I can have a pint. Right, pub done. Pints had. Expensive pints. I forgot how much pints are in the Nordics. Back to the van, cook me some dinner. It's just gone past midnight. And get to bed at a reasonable hour. Well, I'm in the process of getting up. Well, the most picturesque of car parks. No, I haven't replaced batteries on that sensor. What is it outside? -7.7. Well, might as well put the engine preheater on just to heat the cab up a bit more. So I used to have to go into the cab into the front, but I added a second controller here so I can just turn the engine preheater on from my bed now, which is a nice lazy feature. Don't really need it in -7, the engine will start fine, it's just going to heat the cab up a little bit quicker. Right, I can hear the preheater is starting to slow down. Let's see. Not that it is needed today anyway. -8. Come on. 74 degrees. There we go. So I've made a slight change on this year. Normally I've always got my voltage. I don't know why that's a little bit lower than I would have thought it to be. Coolant temperature, fuel rate. And this year I've changed it from load to oil temperature, because I think that's more of a useful metric for me to know. Interested to see how much fuel this is using because the engine's cold. So normally, idling, it uses about 800 millilitres of diesel an hour. It's currently using 2.3 because the engine's so cold. Right, first port of call. I need to stock up on some food, so I'm going to head to the supermarket and then drive over to Ashton Marie's. That is a parking centre which is currently frozen. Right, destination reached, and I just forgot about how large and how many massive shops and supermarkets there are in the Nordics. Willies! Food shop done. Now heading inland to go find Ashton Marine and say hello to them. And drop a bunch of stuff up. Basically being a courier, running some bits and bobs up from the UK for Ash. As well as a bottle of whiskey, which I'm sure will go down well tonight. Oh, I do love being back here. It is just such a beautiful part of the world. And I'm only halfway up Sweden. There's a lot further north to go. I should probably mention a few of the plans for this winter. -40. I want to see I want a photograph of -40 outside on the van's dashboard. I failed that last winter. It was -31 I got to last year. I've missed the early cold snap in January, where so far a few people I know up here have already hit like -42.9. So I've missed that cold snap, but hopefully there'll be other cold snaps to come in. I want to recover my lost AirTag, which I lost last winter in Sarasota up top of a mountain, where it fell out of my rucksack. And when I was working in Nepal on the helicopters, I noticed that my AirTag wasn't in my rucksack, which is how I usually track my bags when I'm working on expeditions, and that it was lying on top of a mountain in Finland. So that's another goal, recover that. And I brought the e-bike up this winter. I would quite like to do some trips out on the e-bike in the cold, mainly because I want to figure out, as I wanted to figure out some sort of electric or some sort of snow transportation for a bit of fun, mainly as last winter I had to walk 50 kilometres to get to the Russian border. Well, new cold for this trip, -14. That's a new toy. Well, the fire's on, so it looks like he's home.
The destination is on your right.
Well, Ash was making some space, so I'm going to go. Hopefully go in my normal parking spot. Just seen CJ's here as well. That's the end of episode 1. Not the most adventurous ones, as I'm just heading north. You viewers are the ones who make this trip possible. And there's many ways you can support the channel by subscribing, leaving a comment and watching the videos, from the Arctic stuff to silly adventures, to technical breakdowns and reviews. and the few links and collaborations I work with. Roma, who I work for and have an affiliate link in the description about their Extreme Series batteries. Also Term, who I'm a brand ambassador for, about their diesel heaters and water heaters. Amazon links and a bunch of other things in the description below. They help support the channel, but really, I just want you guys to watch and enjoy this place. If you want to learn more about tips and tricks for the Arctic, I have some videos on that and how I prepared this van. But thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.